They've only been open for about a month, but popular burger joint In-N-Out is now dealing with an outbreak of COVID among staff.
They should take care of the stuff, be more careful.
The president spending his Christmas in Florida, still not signing that massive COVID relief package.
And the president, when we finally thought that we'd be able to give people hope, doesn't give a damn about people.
Lawmakers are frustrated, and tens of thousands of Coloradans say they're desperate for help. Plus, people who work inside Colorado's jail system are getting vaccinated. State health leaders are clearing up the confusion as frustration grows. Tens of thousands of Coloradans waited in line, some for more than 10 hours, to get their hands on an In-N-Out burger when it first opened. The wait is still hours long today. But now coronavirus is impacting dozens of workers inside. We found out both of Colorado's new locations are now on the outbreak list among fast food joints. Denver7's chief investigator, Tony Kovaleski, reports.
Yes, number 83, please. Yes, number 85.
It's the burger everyone wants. What'd you order?
Double.
Michael Pineda spent more than 90 minutes in line. How was it?
It was really good.
Aurora's In-N-Out now finds itself on this list, one of the state's more than 1,200 businesses named by the state's health department as a COVID outbreak location. The two In-N-Out locations in Colorado are on the top of fast food locations in the state. What does that say to you?
Be more careful, check people's, not get with coronavirus, be careful with that.
In fact, the state's data shows both In-N-Out locations on its outbreak list. In Aurora, the In-N-Out has 20 employees who have tested positive for COVID-19, with another 16 employees listed as probable. The In-N-Out in Colorado Springs has 60 employees who have tested positive. And the burger chain known for double doubles finds itself on the top of the list of fast food restaurants in the state with outbreaks. That list shows 10 fast food restaurants, and the two In-N-Outs are on the top of that list. How should the leadership of this business respond?
Well, they should take care of the stuff.
In a statement to Denver7, In-N-Out's corporation said, "Nothing is more important to us than the safety of our customers and associates. And at In-N-Out, we have always used the highest public safety standards to protect our customers." Will this impact your decision to come back?
No.
You like the burger that much?
Yeah.
The corporate statement also acknowledged the number of Colorado In-N-Out employees who have tested positive is, quote, concerning. Corporate leadership also wanting customers to understand that all those employees and the co-workers who work near them are currently under quarantine and not working. In Aurora, I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski.
Now, per state guidance, the restaurants aren't required to shut down because of an outbreak. The state hasn't said whether any customers with the virus were traced back to either location. Meanwhile, state health officials have approved 5-star applications granting variances to select businesses in 4 counties. That means restaurants that meet the criteria in Douglas, Summit, Larimer, and Broomfield counties can resume indoor dining at 25% capacity. Restaurants in Jefferson County, like Tuscany Tavern, are still empty inside. County commissioners held an emergency meeting yesterday to apply for that state variance program. County Commissioner Leslie Dahl-Kemper says they typically have a tight turnaround time, meaning a decision could be made in 48 hours or so. Dahl-Kemper told Denver7 the holidays are one of the most social times of the year, that many restaurants are missing out on huge holiday get-togethers.
I talked with one restaurant owner just 2 days ago who said to me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to feed my family if I can't keep my restaurant open. And he was very concerned that his restaurant may close as soon as this week.
Now, Rick Egloff, the owner of Tuscany Tavern, says he had to furlough more than half of his staff. He's hoping Jeffco's variance request is approved as soon as possible. The president is home in Florida for the holidays, while many Americans wonder if they'll even have a home after the holidays. Eviction protections and extended unemployment benefits are set to expire if the president does not sign this COVID relief package. The president says stimulus payments must be increased. ABC's Andrew Dimbert is in Washington tracking the latest.
There's still no help for the holidays. COVID-19 financial relief for millions of Americans is on hold as President Trump has expressed his opposition to signing the coronavirus stimulus bill into law. Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Dingell with strong words for the president as he golfs during his vacation in Florida, while families facing financial ruin wonder what happens next.
And the president, when we finally thought that we'd be able to give people hope, that's what people need, hope. Doesn't give a damn about people.
But with his opposition to signing the bill, the president isn't just stalling the stimulus deal because it's tied to a larger federal spending bill that funds the government. A government shutdown could come by early Tuesday morning if the president doesn't sign the bill soon. Trump's threat to reject the broad bipartisan agreement took Capitol Hill by surprise. Trump was hands-off during the talks, then threw a wrench in at the last minute after the deal was struck. He did in part because he says he wants those direct cash payments to most Americans up from $600 to $2,000.
Send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package.
And today, House Democrats agreed, holding a special session to try and pass a separate measure increasing those payments to $2,000, daring their Republican colleagues to break ranks and do the same. But the measure failed almost immediately. It required unanimous consent, but didn't get it. Now, Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is imploring the president to go ahead and sign the $900 billion relief package. Many Americans trying to feed their families acknowledge that $600 checks are simply not enough.
Millions of Americans have been waiting for some type of relief for a long time, and so many people have lost their jobs.
And in a separate move, President Trump did override the defense policy bill known as the NDAA, which in part gives a pay raise to troops and funds military projects. But since that bill passed with overwhelming bipartisan support in Congress, lawmakers could override President Trump's veto. It would be the first override in his presidency. Andrew Dimber, ABC News in Washington.
And of course, we can't lose sight of those unemployment benefits that are set to expire in just a matter of days. The pandemic unemployment assistance expires this Saturday, the 26th, the day after Christmas. The COVID relief package would extend those benefits. And new numbers show just how many Coloradans are in need of help. Another 52,000 Coloradans filed for first-time benefits last week. That's nearly a 30% increase from the week prior, the week of December 12th. That marks the single worst week for new filings since April. More than 55,000 Coloradans have been vaccinated since last Monday when vaccines first arrived here in Colorado. And tonight, we're learning workers inside our state prison system have started to get vaccinated as well. Now, we know healthcare workers with direct contact with COVID patients were part of the state's first phase to get vaccinated. The state health department says these prison workers receiving the vaccine are also those in close contact with COVID patients. They're the clinical providers who provide care inside of jails. The Colorado Sun reports they're also people guarding hospitalized inmates or those who transport inmates. Now, we do want to clarify, no inmates have received the vaccine. Helping navigate the language barrier, one patient at a time.
Speak in their own language, understand their culture.
Local ambassadors bridging the gap between communities and the healthcare system at a time when it's needed most.
It's so important to have messengers in the community.
Plus, a 65-year-old tradition continues even in the pandemic. NORAD is tracking Santa as he delivers gifts.
Temperatures warming up nicely for tomorrow. I'll let you know when we'll have a chance for snow coming up.